started. Let us start with another problem. That is what the problem says. The uh, three part of a single phase electrical systems are designated A, B and C and are connected to each other through transformer as shown in figure 6.19. The transformer are rated as follows: A to B 10,000 kVA 138 bar 13.8 kV, leakage reactance 10%; B to C 10,000 kVA or 138 bar 69 kV, leakage reactance 10. So this is a diagram they have shown. This is a diagram. If if the base of the circuit is chosen as 10,000 kVA 138 kVA, find the per unit impedance of a 300 ohm resistive load in the circuit C. Refer to the circuit B, C and A. Draw the impedance diagram neglecting magnetizing current, transformer resistance and line impedance. Determine the voltage regulation if the voltage at the load is 66 kV with the assumption that the voltage input of the circuit A remains constant. So this is a diagram. This is a diagram they have shown. This is a diagram. So let us put the diagram. Let us take the diagram. Let us go for this diagram. We will go here in this diagram. So the diagram what they have shown. This diagram they have shown. Transformer is there. This is a transformer as I am showing here. Here also. So there two transformers are there. Okay, this is transformer A, this is part A, this is there. Okay, this is transformers, this is the B, this is part B. Again one transformer here, again one transformer here connected, again one transformer here. This is C, this is a circuit C. Okay, to the C circuit what they have done, they have connected a load. They have connected a load, that is load is 300 amperes they have given. Ratio of this winding is 2 is to 1 and this is 1 is to 10. This is the ratio term. This we call it as, this is n1, this is n2. Okay, ratio. This also is same, n1 and n1 and n2 is there. N1 same, it is n1 and here also n2. This is ratio. This is called turn ratios. These are the turn ratio. Now what we'll do, we'll put the values. These values they have shown. These values they have shown. Okay, A to B. What is the A to B? See, if you see this A to B 10,000 kVA. So the rating of this one is 10,000 kVA. Okay, and what they have given? He has given this is 138 kV to 13.8 kV. What is percentage of reactance? Leakage reactance. What is the leakage reactance? 10%. It is 10%. Okay, what is the next one? Next, again we have to see here. Next you can see this 10,000 kVA 138 kVA bar 69 kV. So here again it is same 10,000 kVA 138 kV bar 69 kV. It is a your percentage reactance is 8%. So this we have drawn, this one we have drawn it. Now this is there. Now we will find, they have told to choose the base they have told to choose for the circuit. If the base of the circuit B is chosen, for the circuit B they have chosen what? They have chosen this one. They have chosen, example they have chosen here for the circuit B 10,000 kVA 138. They have chosen something. Now what we have to find? We have to find the per unit reactance. We have to find per unit. We have to find. This is a question mark for this one. So what we'll do first, we'll find first base. First we will find the base voltage. Solution, we will go for the solution. Base voltage, for circuit, for circuit for circuit A. Okay, for this circuit we will find for the this circuit, that is 0.1 into 138. You can see this is a 138. Okay, how this has come? This is this this value, it has come like this. This is 1 n1 divided by n2. It is n1 divided by n2. So that is 1 by 10 is equal to 0.1. So we are putting this 1 into here. It is, we are putting into here. Okay, that is 0.1. The answer we are getting as 13.8 kV. Next, base voltage for circuit C. That now circuit C, again same, this is a circuit C, base voltage for circuit C. Same, now that we have taken as, what is N1 N2? That is 1 divided by 2 it is. Okay, 1 divided by 2 into 138. This is 138. We have to consider 138. 138. So it becomes 69 kV. Okay, we have found. Now base impedance. Let's just go for finding by base impedance. We have to find next base impedance. Base impedance. Base impedance. Base impedance of circuit C is equal to what? We have the formula for this one, that is impedance formula we know, that is kV square into 1000 divided by kVA. We know the value of kVA. kVA is equal to 10,000. This is the value. So we will put base impedance for C. Base impedance for C, what it is? kVA 69. It is here 69. Okay. Put this one impedance for C. For C it is 69 square to 1000 divided by 10,000. That gives 476 ohms. Okay, now we have got the two values. Now we have got the two values. Now we have got the impedance for this one, C. For C we have got the impedance for this circuit. We have got the impedance for this circuit. Okay, now what I will do, I will take the per unit for this one. Okay, now we have to find per unit. We can find easily per unit impedance of a load C, that we have 300 and we are having another value, that is 476. So I will find out per unit impedance of load in circuit C. That is what I am getting, 300. That is 300 divided by 476. I will get 0 0.06 0.63 per unit. I am getting the value. Now I will find, I got the value for the C. Now I will find for B. Now this is base impedance of circuit B is equal to, now what we have to get the same base impedance is same value, formula kV square into 1000 upon kVA. Put the values, that is 138. B is having 138. You can see this 138. I'll put the same value, 138. We are getting B is 138 value, 138 square into 1000 divided by 10,000. Okay, I get the value as 1900 ohms for this one. So impedance, now I have to find the impedance for this one. So impedance of load referred to circuit B. Okay, that is what we'll do. We'll do this one with B. Whatever the impedance we are finding, we have to find it with reference to B and with the reference to C. This is the load. What is the load? 300. We are getting the 300 load. So I will use 300. 300. This ratio, turn ratio, we have to use. Okay, that is turn ratio. This ratio, that is n n1. That is we have to take n1 divided by n2 here, that is square. So what I get? 300 into 2 square, 2 square. The value I am getting as a 1200 ohms. Okay, now per impedance, now I got 18. Now I got this value as well as this value. Now I'll find out per unit impedance, impedance of load referred to B. It is referred to B. Now load, we have to find per unit impedance of a load with referred to C, with referred to B, and with referred to A. So I got the two values, one is this value and one this value. I will take this 1200 divided by 1900. So I get 0.63. I am getting the value. Okay. Now next what we are going to do, we are going to find the per unit impedance referred to A. With it is referred to the A. Now it is referred to the AC here. It is referred to a base impedance. Now I find base impedance of circuit A. That is same kV square 1000 divided by kV. What is the base impedance here? It is 138 of 113, sorry, 38.8 square. You can see this one value. Okay, A is 13. This is the 13.8 kVA. 13.8 kVA into 1000 divided by 10,000. So what I'll get? I'll get the value as 19 ohms. I'm getting 19 ohms. Now impedance, again I have to find impedance of load referred, it is referred to A, it is referred, so it becomes 300 into 2, that is same n1, that we same, it is the same as n1 divided by n2, that square, that is 2 square, 2 square. Now this will become 1 upon 10, that is become 1 upon 10 square. So this is 300 into 2 square into 0.1 whole square, that I'll get 12 ohms. Now per unit impedance, now per unit impedance of load referred to A, that I'll get as, this is 12 I'll put divided by 19, that is 0.63, that is the value we are